today's conversation, we're going to be talking about them cheaters, you little stupid cheaters, you. Because why is you cheating and stuff? We going to come in real high. Anton, is cheating that big of a deal?
Nah, it depends if you're a guy or a girl.
Okay, if you're a guy, is it a big deal?
That's some shit.
It's worse for women than it is for guys.
Okay. And why is that?
Well, for a lot of different reasons. But the first reason is because, I mean, y'all precious to us. You know what I'm saying? So y'all supposed to be, like, even if you look at your body, it's inserted, right? Every time that we insert you, it redefines exactly who you are. Like, and you can't unsee what you saw, especially from the men that you've been with, right? And even when you think about it from the perspective of how women look at sex, right? I mean, I know it's a lot of chicks that can do whatever it is that they want to do, but in order to really get the most out of it, you got to be emotionally connected. And most women that cheat, they don't just cheat out of sport.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they have to be emotionally connected. So it's much deeper as far as a woman cheating versus a man, right? A man, a lot of times, I mean, there's some new age guys that's getting attached, right? But in a general sense, and I'm not justifying the behavior, but
new age guys.
It's some new age guys that's getting attached, but I'm not justifying the behavior. But the logic of it is, guys can just cheat out of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Women, they cheating for a reason a lot of times.
Okay.
And then it graduates into something different.
That was a lot to digest.
True. I want to piggyback off of something that he said, because he said, you know, like women cheat emotionally. But the more I speak to women, the more I realize that a lot of women are in relationships that are not being satisfied sexually. So a lot more women are cheating for the physical because they're in relationships with people who are a better catch, but they are going to cheat for that, to scratch that itch.
Oh, wow.
So
Scratch that itch, you outside.
Seriously.
Listen, when Anton was talking, you was over there sitting like, that nigga cooking. Did you agree?
I mean, of course, a lot of points that he was saying made sense. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the emotional attachments and this and that, you know, like at the end of the day, it's like, what do do you value? You feel me?
What
like
do you value?
No, let me.
The nerve of these niggas.
Right, let me go. Right, look. Because, like you said, like most men, it's opportunity, right? Especially if you in a high power situation.
I
or
forgot
whatever.
high value niggas. Okay.
You know what I mean? And then you just got all situations coming at you on a daily basis, right? Because you know you'll hear an average man and say, "No, bro, it's easy not to do nothing. It's because ain't nobody wants you, but you
Right,
will."
that's a fact.
You know, but if you got like millions of women just pouring themselves at you all types.
Okay, so you have millions of women pouring themselves at you at all times. If you take 2 or 3, it's not that big of a deal.
Not even saying that. It depends on the person, right? It depends on the person and whatever relationship they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, some pride ourselves for not having to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck all that. Cheating is a big deal. And
Well,
you niggas
I
be
mean,
breaking hearts. You niggas be breaking hearts. Let's talk about it.
Nah, I don't prioritize sex.
So, this is safe space, right?
Yeah, let's get
Are
it.
y'all sure?
Of course.
Because last time I said that, y'all judged me.
I'm asking the same question.
Okay, it's a safe space. I think cheating is a big deal. The only relationship that I have not had any desire to step outside of is my marriage.
Me too.
Right.
Any nigga or bitch in the past got cheated on. It is what it is. I knew they weren't for me, and I had a good time. That being said, I do wish that I was stronger in those situations and less selfish enough to say, you know what, this just isn't working, on to the next. But it was like almost like a game that was played with them emotionally and mentally. And that's the part where I look back at it, it's like, dang, Rand, you didn't have to take them down like that. Because when you cheat on someone, you can literally break them.
Yeah.
You're wondering, they're gonna start internalizing and thinking, why did you do that? Why me? What could I have done differently? You know, what is it about me that's not enough? And things like that. So like it could be a difference between women and men on that. But I can imagine men would feel the same way, you know, emotionally damaged if, you know, they got cheated on. Kitty, is there any validity to that?
I disagree.
Cheating, you little cheater.
You know, I specialize in infidelity recovery. So, you know, I see it from men and women with working with couples. And regardless of what the reason is, because there are many reasons that people cheat, regardless of what it is.
Give me some examples.
You can be drunk, you can be high, you can have unmet emotional needs, you can be trying to chase the thrill, it can be because of lack of self-esteem, it can be a number of reasons. It can be just trying to cope with whatever it is that you're dealing with in life. Okay? A number of reasons, but regardless of what it is, it alters and it shifts the foundation that you have created if it was built off of trust, because you're still hiding something. And so regardless, if you make a decision, you still have to consider that this person, when they do find out, they do discover the infidelity or the affair, it is going to shift how they think. It's going to shift how they see themselves. how they see you, the orientation to life, the orientation to relationships, it does create a lot of change. And I always say this, like partner betrayal is a big thing that just disrupts brain chemistry. It does. You're constantly in that fight or flight. No matter how hard you try to get away from it, you're constantly up and down.
Yeah.
Asking yourself millions of questions, having negative beliefs about yourself, grieving the relationship, grieving your partner, because this is not the person you believe them to be. Grieving yourself because the person that you were is not who you are now.
Right.
So it's really layered when it comes to that. I'm not going to say that people are morally flawed because they cheat. I'm just going to say that there's something internally that they have to deal with. I'm just going to put it that way because I'm not going to say you're necessarily morally flawed. I'll leave it at that. Yeah.
I'm going to say it. You are morally flawed if you stand before God and say, hey, I'm gonna just be with you for the rest of my life, and then you go out there and do something different. Because why you got a guy like that?
Well,
like you could have just not did it.
But that's
in marriage, you can say that.
Yeah.
In marriage, you can say that.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are in relationships that they shouldn't even be in.
See, I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in what?
I believe that either you're married or you're single. I don't believe in relationships. I think that that's a high school concept.
Yeah.
Like I don't believe in boyfriend or girlfriend.
So how do you get to marriage?
I don't believe in dating.
So how do you get married?
I just believe that most of the time I think that women.
Be by yourself.
I'm gonna break it down for you. I think that most women have passed up the guy that they should have married already.
Oh wow.
Most of the time, women skip over the guy that's the best for them. They should have married their best friend, but they friend zoned them.
Wait, what?
They should have married their best friend. Listen, your best friend is the guy that got your best interest at heart.
I married my best friend. I'm sorry.
He's the guy that got your best interest at heart. He's the one that wants the best for you. He's the one that's gonna endure. He's gonna see it through. That's the person who's supposed to be who you marry. And most women skip over that guy for the thing that they deserve. That's why you see women slutted out. They have whole phases. They have all of that type of stuff, right? But ultimately, they skip over that guy. That guy ultimately goes on to be great. And then the guy, he continues to grow. You don't even get to the apex of who you are as a man until you're in your late 50s, early 60s from a financial perspective.
Yeah.
Right? That's why you see older guys dating younger women. But the reality of it is that usually it's the person that you're closest to. It's your network. If you really want to understand who a person is, you got to see them outside of what they desire from you. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be in a space. If you go on a date, you basically just deflowering the person and trying to get through the layers to understand who they truly are. You're just getting a person's representative. You're not getting who they really are.
I get that.
And so networking and seeing a person and how they operate under duress, what they do for a living, how they treat their parents, you're not going to see that on a date. You're going to see that in a space where they're not trying to fuck you.
Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
But what about the people?
Listen, can we just go to the whole phase part?
Wait.
I just feel like whole phases are important.
It is.
I feel like
I
it's
know why
important.
guys be trying to play with us like it's not.
And because I
Now,
so
hold on,
be
we
clear.
talking about
Be clear. I don't mean,
Yeah.
when I say a whole phase, I don't necessarily mean out fucking everybody. I feel like a
Please
whole
define.
phase is. I feel like a whole phase is when you're literally for self and just entertaining situations,
And
right?
and I see nothing past this.
Yeah, and that's
Fuck
it.
and that's it.
Yeah, or maybe not fuck. I think can
No,
this-
bitch, we gotta fuck.
She's like, how you
It's not a whole phase.
How you
It's
always
like-
not fuck?
So hear me out. If I go to Cheesecake Factory at 2:00 with Johnny,
Mhm.
and then I go to Cheesecake Factory at 6:00 with Stefan,
Mhm.
and then I go to Cheesecake Factory the next morning
Nah,
for
that's
breakfast.
cheating. That's cheating.
But
Oh,
the
one
cheat-
of them
okay, but
fucked
hear me
up.
out.
That's a cheating.
But hear me
Yeah,
out.
that's
No. We're not cheating. But I'm on a date, right? I'm on 3 different dates in 2 days, right? And we go to the same
You call
restaurant.
that a whole thing?
Right, and you ain't sleeping
hear
with
me
it, you just
out.
like food.
Pause. Let me finish.
Yeah.
Let me
Right.
finish your scenario. Anybody that see me in a restaurant with those 3 people, we're gonna be like, look at that hoe.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't.
So my thing is,
they
if
should mind
I'm
their
gonna
business.
be perceived as a hoe anyway, in my mind, that's part of the whole phase. Being out, having a good time.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Nah.
No.
that's
Oh,
not
I
whole
didn't
phase.
have a whole phase. Never mind.
That's you feeding your.
She's like, I'm just eating.
Right, you
Yeah.
just eat. You just like
I'm
food.
eating
That's
it.
it.
Oh, well, I mean, okay.
Because I was
so-
gonna say, I ain't never had a
No.
whole phase.
You
I
gotta
can't
have
relate
sex
to
to
that.
be a
You gotta have sex to be a. Okay, well,
100%.
never mind. I guess I didn't have a whole phase.